Hello Internet, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Agnostic Canuck, and I will be broadcasting to you from the Great White North. All the sources I'll be using in this video will be linked in the description down below if possible. The article we shall be delving into today is a hard copy, so please do follow up on what you hear and read for yourself if you can. Critical thought is key. Now let's begin. Vicky Mochama has struck again. She's written an article in the Metro called "The Men of Our Times Are Truly Men of Our Times." Here's an image of the entire article for you. The entire article is really about her saying that men are a product of their time and whether or not they're completely to blame for their actions, which of course they are, and that people are trying to use the time that they're in and the values of the time to minimize or mitigate the damage, for lack of a better word, that they've done to people. Now, I'm not going to rip apart this article piece by piece. I'm just going to highlight some interesting parts. Mochama in her article says that there's a growing trend of discarding the great men of our time because they regularly and casually assaulted, harassed, and mistreated the women of our time. Now, she's talking about some of the men who have been in the news lately with sexual assault and sexual inappropriateness, allegations against them, like Harvey Weinstein and Louis C.K. Now, there are about 10 or so, maybe 15 of these individuals who are in the news lately for these allegations. Now, we're not talking about hundreds and mass amounts of individuals who are abusing their power. We're talking about 15 individuals who've allegedly perpetrated these sexual assaults and sexual inappropriate actions. We are talking about maybe 15 individuals who, for whatever quantifier you want to use, are being considered great men of our time. I would suggest there's a lot more than just 15 great men of our time. I would suggest that there are tens of thousands of them. And to suggest that there is this growing trend to discard the great men of our time is completely disingenuous and not true whatsoever. What's happened is specific individuals have been scalpeled out. Mochama later on in her article says that men have repeatedly told her that Louis C.K. is one of the funniest comedians of our age, and everyone knows man facts are more true than lady facts. Now, she's contesting one of two things here. She's either contesting the fact that Louis C.K. is funny, saying that men are telling her that he is funny, and she disagrees and that she can't win that argument because they're men, or B, we shouldn't find him funny because of alleged actions, and if they are true, because of what he's done. Now, I don't know where she's going with this ad hominem comedy attack regarding what he's allegedly done should have any impact on whether or not he's funny and how that's at all relevant to the conversation in any way. Who cares if he's funny? That's not the point. It's completely ad hominem. The point is whether or not he's done something, and how we should not see him as a great person and discard him through history or something. She makes no sense. Stupid. Just stupid.
No one's minimalizing your experiences. No one's minimalizing your right to have an opinion. It's just a stupid opinion.
Mochama says in her article as well, there is no doubt that Louis C.K. and Kreisberg sexually harassed the woman over whom they had power. And then she puts in brackets, allegedly. Surely the lawyers would say I have to take back the "there is no doubt" part. Well, of course you do. That's slander, and just because you put that part in brackets doesn't mean what you said preceding that is any less slanderous. It's individuals like this, like Mochama, who are happy to throw all of the accusations in the world against someone based on a self-proclaimed victim who pointed their finger at someone and blamed them for something with zero additional evidence. They would destroy that individual's life in the public sphere, victimize a potentially innocent individual, and brutalize their reputation, which can irrevocably dismantle someone's life from family to livelihood. But then will turn around and defend a potential victim on nothing more than their word. The difference? Their gender. If you're a man, it's open season. You're automatically assumed the perpetrator. Innocence before proven guilty, just thrown out the window. If you're a woman, you must be believed because you're a woman. Now, as soon as you say that, everyone screams, you must believe the victim, or you're silencing them, or you're making them feel scared to not come forward. That is not what the argument just was. The argument was, you can't just believe someone on someone else's word. You need additional evidence. Now, what people equate, oh, you need additional evidence, is, oh, we don't take them seriously. That is absurd. They, of course, must be taken seriously. But you can't just blame someone for something, and that's all the evidence you need. If that's the case, Mochama stole $400 from me. That I would very much like back. Someone please go get it for me. Now, she also says in her article that activist historians are going to blah, 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 whatever the fuck the rest of it says. But I love it's active historians. She, in this one sentence, has assumed that she and her political ideology and argument and everything that she's fighting for is never going to win. And way in the future, nothing's going to change. And there's still going to be activist historians trying to prove what she's still trying to prove way in the future. Like, activist historians, I love it. Mochama ends her article by summarizing essentially the main point of it in 2 sentences. On the one side, she's saying that it must be the times as to why these men are doing these things, allegedly. Or the second one, or maybe it's just how men are.
So what's your point? Do you have any grievances coming up here?
Of course I have grievances.
So state your grievances, please.
That all men sexually harass women.
Wow.
Thank you for stopping by and visiting my channel, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed my analysis of this article. If you've enjoyed it, hit the like and subscribe button for more. Hit that notification button. Add to the conversation down below. Provide your comments. Let me know what you think. You've been listening to the Agnostic Canuck, and farewell from the Great White North.